Hey, it's Coach M here. Today we're going to talk about something that many of us struggle with, and it's affecting our relationships in a major way, and we're not even realizing it. It's perfectionism. A good majority of us don't necessarily think of ourselves as perfectionists. We know there's no such thing as being perfect, and we know that striving for perfection is a waste of time. But I bet if we were to look closely, we'd see that in different situations in our lives, perfectionism shows up. And its insidious nature is ruining our relationships, especially the relationship we have with ourselves. So whether you're a teenager or an adult, if you're struggling with perfectionism, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you 3 effective steps that you can take today to get rid of perfectionism and start living the life that you know you're meant to live. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button for me, that would be wonderful. My goal is to get these powerful tools and strategies on this channel into as many people's hands as possible, so thank you. Okay, so how does perfectionism show up for you? Which type of perfectionist are you? Self-berating, hypercritical, ultimate procrastinator, or all of them? If you're self-berating, then you do just that. You berate yourself every time you make a mistake. Your perfectionism tends to only be about you and not necessarily about the expectation of those around you. You may still try new things and put yourself out there, but only with the idea that you'll be able to do it perfectly. And when you don't, you say things to yourself like, I can't believe how stupid I am. I'm such an idiot. I suck at this. The hypercritical perfectionist is extremely critical of others, along with themselves, but especially when it comes to other people. This type of perfectionist will say things like, people are so stupid, what an idiot, how dumb can you possibly be? The hypercritical perfectionist loves to micromanage people, especially their children. They wish everyone was as smart as they are. They'll rarely admit that they're perfectionists, but because they usually meet their own high standard, they hold the same high standard for everyone else. The ultimate procrastinator is a type of perfectionist that is filled with a tremendous amount of self-doubt. They often don't start something outside of their comfort zone because they're fearful they won't be able to do it right or do it well. They work slowly to avoid mistakes and start things over and over until they get it right. This perfectionist has a really hard time taking healthy risks and putting themselves out there. They set lofty goals but rarely achieve them. Which type of perfectionist are you? Or are you all 3, like I used to be? Again, we know there's no such thing as perfect. No one is perfect and no one has a perfect life. But yet we still believe the idea that if we do everything perfectly, we'll avoid judgment or ridicule. We think that if we come across as perfect, then everyone will see us as the person we want to be. A person that has it all together. The perfect look, the perfect clothes, the perfect achievements, the perfect credentials. And then people will respect us. They'll look up to us. They'll want to be around us. But this is the complete opposite of what actually happens when we're striving for perfection. People see right through it. They see us as fake, false, not authentic, and we're left feeling the exact emotions that we're trying to avoid. The feelings of anxiety, isolation, loneliness, and even depression. We have to get out of this trap and see it for what it really is. So, the first step is to remember that living your best life is about putting imperfect work out into the world. Not hiding, not letting fear get the best of you, and not allowing perfectionism to make you play small in the world. Sometimes the fear of failure is so strong and binding that we feel that we can't even move beyond it. But getting rid of it and taking your life back starts with creating a new belief for yourself. We have this idea that our worthiness is based on what we do and what we achieve, not really who we are. We need to remind ourselves that our worthiness is never and has never been based on what we do, ever. Our worthiness has already been decided for us. It's in each and every one of us. The fact that we are here on this earth right now makes us worthy. Decide today to start believing this for yourself. And to help you do this, I want to encourage you to adopt the mantra, progress, not perfection. These 3 words completely changed my life, and they can change yours too. You'll want to put these words in at least 5 different places around your home. You can click on the link below and print out 5 copies of the PDF that I have, or you can just write the words on 5 different sheets of paper. I recommend putting 1 on your bathroom mirror, 1 in your car taped to the glove box or your steering wheel, 1 above your desk or your workstation, 1 on the inside of your front door, and 1 on the inside door of your bathroom. Every time you're faced with something outside of your comfort zone, a challenging task, trying something new for the first time, working towards a goal, I want you to recite these 3 words as often as you can. Life is about progress, and we can't progress if we're steeped in perfectionism. The second step to getting rid of perfectionism is to be fully aware of how and when it's showing up in your life, within your relationships, especially the relationship you have with yourself. Okay, for the next part of this video, I highly recommend grabbing a piece of paper and jotting down the answers to these questions. Pause the video if you need to after each question to really think about your answer. Number 1, are you hard on yourself every time you make a mistake? And if so, what are some things that you say to yourself after making a mistake? Number 2, do you spot tiny mistakes and imperfections in yourself and the things you do, as well as in others and the things they do? And if so, what are some of them? Number 3, are you afraid of not being able to do something well, that you decide to not even try? What was the last thing that you wanted to try, but you didn't because you were afraid you wouldn't do it well? Number 4, are you so concerned about meeting a certain goal and avoiding failure that you can't even enjoy the process of trying to reach the goal? Where do you think this feeling is coming from? Number 5, do you feel alone, easily irritated, unhappy a lot? If so, why do you think that is? Number 6, do you procrastinate, put things off until the last second because you're not sure you'll be able to do the task perfectly? What is the real reason why you are striving for perfection? Number 7, are you sensitive to constructive criticism? If so, what did you tell yourself the last time someone gave you constructive criticism? Number 8, do you feel like you're not good enough no matter what you do? Number 9, do you feel annoyed when others don't do or say what you think they should? Write down a time when this happened recently. Now, looking at your answers, you're going to look at all of your relationships and you're going to ask yourself this question: how is my perfectionism hindering this relationship? You'll ask this question for your relationship with yourself, with your partner, with your kids if you have them, with your parents, with each family member, and your friends. If you want the PDF that walks you through this, just click on the link below. Asking these powerful questions can help reveal how perfectionism is affecting you and your relationships. The third step for getting rid of perfectionism is to choose one small anti-perfectionistic action to take in each area of your life. To combat perfectionism, we have to take action that goes against our perfectionistic tendencies. So think about things that you do every day that trigger your perfectionism. It could be that you reread an email or a text several times before you send it. Or you make sure that the whole kitchen is spotless before going to bed each night. Or you get upset whenever you make a mistake. Now, you're going to take a different approach to those perfectionistic habits. Instead of rereading an email or text several times, you're going to reread it once and hit send. You're going to choose one night of the week to leave the kitchen as it is. If this is too hard for you, then decide on at least one task that you're not going to complete that you usually would, like loading the dishwasher or wiping down the counters or cleaning the pots and pans or sweeping the floor. Choose one for now and see if you can add to it. The next time you make a mistake, choose to repeat the mantra, progress, not perfection. Then fix the problem and move on, and don't give it another thought. These 3 steps will begin to shift your life in an incredible way, especially all of your relationships. Trust me, it'll begin to make a huge difference. If you'd like more tools and strategies for letting go of perfectionism, just click on the link below and I'll send you some great ones. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. And I upload videos every week. Hope that your week is amazing, and I'll see you in the next video.